Good Monday morning. We are joined today, as always, by my co-host Jay-Z and our third-party background manager of sorts, our man Tucker. We're also joined by Tucker's neighbor's leaf blower.
Well, when I'm muted, you barked. But when I'm not, he's there.
So, as a lot of you know, we had a pretty slow Friday with flow. So we're going to be looking at a lot of new raw flow that comes in this morning. Hopefully we get some bites, but around the holidays, flow tends to be really slow. If you're new here, this is WhaleWatch. We take live options trades. Sometimes we'll scalp SPY contracts while we're live as well, as long as the setup's there. But we don't force trades. So if shit gets boring, it's Tucker's fault, and we'll figure out what we're going to do about it. But maybe at the end here, once we get some flow rolling in, if y'all stick around, we'll let you guys pick a trade that we take. Last week, we took an Oracle earnings play, took a small loss on it right before earnings, and then that contract printed like hell without us. So this time, if you vote for one of our trades at the end of the show today, or in the middle, we'll figure it out. It depends on what you guys drop for flow requests. We'll swing that for a mandatory 1 day. Mandatory 1 day. Because yesterday, last week we dropped the ball a little bit. That Oracle play would have printed.
It definitely would have, for sure.
Our homie Nate is giving us shit about it too. Anthony Sanford in the chat. If y'all come in and tune in Wednesday, maybe we'll sneak him in here and have him do some flow and charting with us Wednesday morning. Right. We'll play that by ear, but I think that'd be fun.
It's funny. I was about to make fun of, the chat, the viewing audience. Like, oh, you guys lost us money, and then the story continued. It's like, oh no, that was Nick's fault.
That was Nick's fault.
That was Nick's fault.
Hey, to be fair, I let them vote on it. They did vote. They did vote to close it. I wasn't just gonna take it and run. We stayed the course and let people vote for the trade we took and when to take it off. But I think we're gonna do a mandatory hold for 1 day on the community trade pick. Yeah. That way we at least get that one extra day of result, especially if it's like an earnings lotto, like basically that was. But real quick, before we get started, we have a major update on the WhaleWatch account. Right now on the screen is just the brokerage here. We started this account with $1,000 trading only Unusual Whales Periscope and Unusual Whales Options Flow. In about a week and a half, we brought this bad boy from 1,000 to just under 2,100. It was just over, but I got a little greedy last week and took a scalp at the end of the day and lost on it. But we are bumping with this. I am so zoomed in on Jay-Z's head. Let me fix that.
Yeah, I was about to say, why am I so zoomed in? Why does it look like that? It's like,
you're just in the corner.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? You're making. Oh, there we go. That's better. I'm looking at you. I'm watching you edit it. Right, and you're editing it. I'm going over your face at that point. I'm just like, oh my god.
Bro had the big head toggled. What is SPY doing? Oh my god, Jay-Z. Wow.
Looks like you guys might have something to talk about.
We were talking and missed the most beautiful of put entries we could have had. Look at it, rejected my level up there right below 686 and then instantly rejected the soft level below it. And boom, way back down. We backtraced that gap from the pre-market a little bit. Where are we at? We are just at the top of the gap up in pre-market right now. That 683.80 that we were scalping on Friday, Jay-Z. Looks like it's trying to hold here, but let's see what they do. I'll pull a Periscope in a minute to see if we can't get in something. But this right now, I would want to see this bounce more or the 5-minute close below 684.45 without looking at Periscope yet before I would want to get in, because that's a pretty steep drop right out of the gate. All right, I'm back on your flow screen, Jay-Z. I did see a couple trickle in. Anything worth looking at whatsoever?
Not in my eyes at all. I mean, the meta 145 kind of like gives like a meta, but like it's just super expensive.
Yeah, it's real expensive.
Kind of like I kind of like let that go. We got some views. Yeah, a bunch of.
And for those who don't know, if you're new here, if you have any flow requests, drop the ticker and contract in the Twitter chat if you're there, in the YouTube chat if you're watching us on YouTube. Just drop them in the chat. Tucker will pull those up for us in the back, and we'll get to it as soon as it hits our queue. So if you have anything cool or anything confusing, drop it in the chat, and we'll pull that shit up for you.
Also, if one of these tickers you're looking at one of the contracts and you want it to be the one that we trade at the end of our show, make sure to stipulate that in your comment. Be like, hey, this is one to consider. And we'll put it in our poll
Yep.
as the show ends, and you guys will be able to pick one of the contracts that we trade here at the end of the WhaleWatch.
Absolutely. And Tucker will be building that poll in real time. So no matter how
yeah,
many
what was
picks
the
you
site for
put,
that?
we'll have you
What was
vote
the site
on
for that
it
again?
mid-show or end of show. Whatever happens, baby. We're loosey-goosey. 119, 119. They're all hitting at the ask.
Yeah,
He's
they
up,
are.
Up 2.5% after
I
that
think
spy
I
dumpy
think
wumpy.
Snorlax posted some UFlow. I think last week maybe as well. We can add this to a poll. I think, to be honest.
The Unity one?
Yeah, I think the 51 2026. We can definitely add that to a.
Go ahead and pop that back open. Let's talk through it a little bit. Let's give a little primer from Jay-Z's brain on why he likes this UFlow.
The reason I like it, I think that is it's not so in terms of you running 2-3% is not I don't think it's a significant amount. It's still 8% of the money, which I do like.
And while you talk, I'm gonna fix your camera on every screen. It was fine before the show, but you're all zoomed in again.
Okay,
keep going.
Cool. I do see a lot of from the early standpoint. We have starting at the ask, right? Of course, the spread at the start is crazy. However, it does kind of like squeeze in more, and over here it like gets really squeezed in more, which I do like a lot. I like seeing that. I like the repeated hits. I know a lot of people don't tend to like take too much about sweeps, but having repeated hits with a sweep is nice too. And if nobody would know what sweep is a fill order, is a type of market order in which a broker splits the order into numerous parts to take advantage of the order size at the best current prices currently offered at the market. So if anybody using unusual wells any time or essence confused as to what these mean, you can always, I believe, toggle over these and they'll tell you kind of what they are, right, Nick, for the most part. And then we have more coming in. It jumps over here like crazy for 1K, and somebody paid an exorbitant amount over here for 1K. But overall, it looks good. It is up now. It's up 3.38% as we speak. And then, so I think we can revisit this later on for the day, and then we can figure out if we like it as well. But I think this is a good one for the poll, as long as it doesn't go to like 5%, 6% up, right? I think that's a good one to consider for a poll. So
throw that bad boy on.
Throw that on, Tucker.
Sorry, which one?
Here, I'll type
U51C12.
I will type it in for you.
Look at that. Jay-Z's accommodating.
I got
He's on
Tucker.
it. He's on it. I do like that. It's pretty clear ask side. Repeat hits. I like repeat hits with ascending fills personally, but repeat hits is always a good sign as well.
And we got 3 of them at the ask too for the most, right? So that's kind of what also interests me, right? So we did have a massive Tesla flow coming in. However, again, I think these AOIs, they're 209. I think someone might be hedging these most likely, or I saw lots of AOI 2 weeks ago. There's some puts coming in, but other than that, that's kind of all I saw. Besides that, the U. Let's take a look at maybe something else. Nope. Empty, and more empty.
SPX is trying to ram up against a really heavy positive gamma at 68.50. I'm going to be eyeballing the reaction at that to see if we might have a put scalp on the board. The reason I'm hesitating currently, even though that it's very strong positive gamma, which could, the way I utilize the green bars here, the positive gamma kind of support and resistance, I'm looking for acceleration through the negative gamma. Right now, they held on to the positive gamma at 68.45. Right now, bumping up against 68.50. The reason I don't want to chase into a put quite yet is despite this dumpy wumpy at open, backtracing into the gap that we ended up upwards during the pre-market, is we still have significantly more net call premium hitting. We're getting a lot more ask side calls than ask side puts currently. I want to see how they react at the 68.50 on the 5 and the 10 minute before I make a decision, because they're still getting ask side calls coming in here this morning. The puts coming up a teeny bit, but still pretty negative. And those who are new, the net premiums are kind of wonky in the morning as things start filtering in right away at open. I tend to wait 10 minutes to half an hour before I'll take a scalp, depending on the price action. But I'll bring that back up if we end up getting into an entry spot here.
Can I admit something? Chat?
Oh, God.
I have no idea what you wanted me to do with that contract you just sent there. I'm just thinking about it. What was it? I'm sorry. I was distracted by a message from my neighbor.
What? Matt asks us how you get those horizontal lines on SPY.
I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by horizontal lines on SPY. And then TGTX check ticker. I'll take a look at that right now. Give me 1 second. All right, so TGTX. I did see some flow come in last week or so. I believe. Let me double check. Little cool feature I learned recently that I didn't know about on the site. I think it was Bean Man who taught me this. Was the little clicks over here tell me what exactly came on each day, and which is really cool for me actually because I didn't realize I could do that. I was trying to manually find stuff earlier, and it was this opened my eyes a lot better. That was some TG.
Oh no, we lost him again.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is a longer one.
Uh-oh. He might be dead, Jim. I'll flip back to Periscope. We are getting a rejection off of that 68.50, but I don't know yet. I'm giving it a breath of air here. We finally have some call premiums coming down as well. SPY itself, since we're still a small account, even though we've doubled it to 2,000 from 1,000, we're still small. I like to have a lot more confidence in my entries, but here, once again, Jay-Z, if you're with us again.
Nope, no, he said he lost his power, dude.
Oh, dude.
He said he'll be back in 2 minutes. He's going to get a generator working.
That's classic. But we're rejecting right off one of the same levels that we were scalping last week. That's 684.45 on SPY here. It is too late for me to enter. I'm going to see where this 5-minute candle closes in about 40 seconds here. And I'll see if they give me a nice little bounce back up into that level to give me a re-entry. And for those wondering, the tool I use for scalping is specifically the Unusual Whales Periscope, tracking market maker gamma positioning, and the market tide, which tracks the net call premiums and net put premiums across the whole market. Some people like to use confluence between these two things along with net premiums on SPY specifically or on QQQ specifically. I tend to keep it on the market as a whole. There are, Tucker, if you want to pull up the link, somewhere in our education playlist on YouTube is a really good video that discusses the caveats of net premiums on individual tickers. A lot of times you'll see big spikes in premiums, either puts or calls, and they won't necessarily mean a lot. A lot of times it'll be like a position exit that makes it look like a massive dumpy wumpy has happened. Somebody's selling a bunch of calls to open. When it turns out it's just somebody selling their calls to close, and that'll still have a major effect on premiums. So just a little caveat you got to have there.
He's coming back.
We got him back. We got him back.
Well, he's on the Discord. He's going to be hopping on the Riverside in a second. Can you remind me of the topic of that video you were just...
yeah. If you type in net premium, it should pop up.
Okay.
Poor guy. So we've got a leaf blower terrorizing Tucker's neighborhood and just straight up no electricity in Jay-Z's neighborhood.
And you're sick.
And I'm sick. Yeah, it looks like it would have been okay to chase those puts there, but I'm glad I didn't because we got to be safe. Plus, there's another level I have right here at 683.06 that's acted as good resistance and, oops, there we go, good resistance and support. Down here at 683.06. So again, I'm going to give this 5 minutes some room and not chase into anything. We've got another little bounce in market tide as well. We'll keep an eye on that.
I hear him swallowing. There he is.
We back, homies.
What ticker were you even talking about? I just did a quick little Periscope scalping overview, but missed the put entry.
TGTX. Sorry, we just lost power. I don't know why and how, but we just lost power. And luckily enough, I have a generator at home, so the generator kicked in and I'm getting power now. So.
Absolute king. Let me get your camera back up here, and then we will get right back into your TGTX breakdown.
Oh my God, dude. I was
All
like,
right.
wait, what? That
There's the
computer crashed
beautiful
thing? What? I was like, I just got this computer, guys. What? But then I realized it was the power.
All right, TGTX. What are we looking at, man? If you remember.
Yeah, so I was looking at this. Somebody had a question about the TGTX flow in general. I think it was from X. I did see this massive amount of OI, but I feel like it's just kind of like a slow burner-ish, where it adds in here, and I feel like some majority of it is at the bid side too as we go. So it's like kind of like it's like a situation for me for right now. But I did see some stuff coming in, so we'll keep an eye on that for sure. But nothing crazy as of right now. Let me do a quick refresh on the flow feed here, make sure there's anything that's coming in that's interesting. More cannabis flow, I will say. I know Nick had his thoughts on that as well. But I think that was...
I'm personally hands off cannabis until I see legislation with signatures. So I did talk about this a little bit in Milt's Discord, in Jay-Z's Discord. The last time we had a major cannabis cycle like this was the MORE Act. Let me pull up this tweet, actually.
I was about to say maybe, but good.
The MORE Act in 2022, and everybody was all excited about it passing the House vote. And I wrote a short little thread on... Oh, let me type that better. I wish Twitter had better search. I wish Twitter had better everything, dude.
We've got our Discord pulled up right now on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me pop that back to your screen here. I'm on my other window looking for this tweet. Never mind, it's too much work. In any case, the MORE Act passed the House. Everybody was super excited. I noticed that Democrats flipped to no, and a couple of Republicans flipped to yes, but more Democrats to no than Republicans. These news cycles with cannabis happen all the time. If you take, like, I'll just take Tilray as the example. Let's go meander on over to the Tilray chart here, which is knifing a bit this morning off of those highs. Is anybody surprised? No. So Tilray on these news cycles likes to moon, absolutely. Trump said he would maybe be pushing all of the managing administrations around drug scheduling to drop cannabis down to Schedule 3, which would put it on par with prescription medications instead of in the same category like heroin and shit like that, which is absolutely insane. We all know that. But I'm going to switch this to the weekly. What do you see on Tilray here? Absolute dog shit, right? Like there's nothing good about this chart on Tilray. All of these major spikes you see are news cycles. You can ignore it saying 3,600, 1,000. That's because Tilray has had numerous reverse stock splits.
Yeah.
Anytime we see these news cycles with cannabis, the government says they're going to legalize, they're going to decriminalize. Everybody gets all excited, and then it doesn't happen. Until I see legislation with a signature on it, I'm not touching cannabis, and every major pop, I'm going to be looking for a safe entry on puts on it, because that's what I do with cannabis stocks. I wait for the run up, I buy puts back on the way down, because it always comes back down. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and this is the one time something actually happens, but I doubt it, because nothing has ever happened. Now, I'm going over to my cannabis watch list here, and you'll see as I scroll through here, a shitload of cannabis companies that have delisted, because the sector is destroyed. And not only that, American legislation will lightly affect some Canadian companies that have investments in American companies. I think it's either Canopy Growth or Kronos that have a pretty heavy stake in Sweetwater Brewing, which I think it's based out of Florida. It's a brewery company. They make like they brew beer and stuff, obviously, but they also make like THC beverages and stuff like that. So Kronos has some exposure. The companies with...
I actually played Kronos the upside and got a 150%
nice,
gain
dude.
on it. Yeah.
One of the non-cannabis names that has cannabis exposure by proxy is Altria Group. They're the company that owns a shitload of tobacco brands like Marlboro, if you remember the cowboy from your childhood. They have so much farmland, and they've been kind of pivoting toward cannabis cultivation without doing it really. tobacco use is at all-time lows, and so in my opinion, tobacco companies are going to pivot once there's legislation. I could see Altria Group converting its tobacco farms to cannabis farms and putting mom and pop grows out of business in currently legal states. So Altria Group has U.S. potential exposure. MSOS is an MSOS that only invests in American companies, but American companies can't currently list on exchanges. They also can't bank due to the cannabis laws. So if this gets dropped down to Schedule 3, it could open the pathway to cannabis companies being able to use banks. It could open the pathway to American companies listing on American exchanges. But until I see it, I'm not touching anything long-term in cannabis, and I'll be looking for dirty, dirty rejections off the top once the administration doesn't do anything, just like last time. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong this time.
I found this Moderna put that came in. I think Anthony also posted it. So it's a little double confirmation, I guess. I saw this come in, and then Anthony posted it, but the only thing is it's not a lot of volume
I'll be right back.
for the ticker in general. But let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. We got one timestamp all the way up here for the most part. Let's see. Starts the bid at 9:30:01. So that doesn't really matter to me. 9:43, 9:48:33. So all your money is coming in at the ask. It is going to be one single timestamp all the way up here. So let's see what we can bid. This is 237, 2K, 1K. I like this. This is another one that Tucker we'll see when Nick comes back.
Yeah.
Whether we can put this on a poll, because I do like this.
Sure. The
it
one
is-
that Anthony sent.
Yeah, I do like
Right.
this because I saw this pop up and I was like waiting, and then I saw Anthony posted too, so that means it looks like some good flow. So, but this looks pretty interesting to me. A Moderna put. I want to double check and see what else we have.
Is this another one for the poll?
Yeah, it's a possible good one for the poll. I was saying Tucker. The only I want to make sure that we don't have anything that's lingering that could cause an issue. 35 here. Is this an S? Yeah, it's.
I had to switch to a
That's a
t-shirt, having a
filter.
hot flash because I've been sick of shit since Friday. Got sweaty.
So that's in Soto. That's good. Yeah, we can go ahead and put this on. I think on the poll. I think that
Poll
might be
it.
a good poll.
They're not that expensive either. Those are decent, I think. It'll be
232.
a pretty. That's about 10% of our account value. But
Yeah,
put it on the poll.
we'll put on the poll. We'll take a look at it. Obviously, we'll keep obviously keep a stop loss on it, right? So,
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye.
yeah.
Just
But
be
that
safe.
looks pretty decent.
Well, given the spy scalps of last week, I would be comfortable putting that
Swinging
on.
it.
Yeah, I'd be comfortable
look
putting
at
that on
this.
with like a 50% stop.
Look at that Oracle put 1.68 million in premium. Hello.
Oh, look, all the cannabis names are tanking. That's crazy.
Hey. Just give it a little bit more, okay?
I think Tilray back tests 1150 and then comes right back down. Keep an eye on him though. Maybe something happens. He said it was going to be today.
952.27, 168,
Damn,
160. What?
So I was telling the homies that I was looking. I left to get my hoodie. Missed all the fun. Or
Oh,
get rid of my hoodie.
no.
I was telling people I wanted the 5-minute to close below 683.80 and reject, and they did exactly that. And now we are way too low for me to chase puts without literally a similar entry. Maybe they do the same thing at 683.06, but now the bounce spot 683.56 on SPY is what I'll be watching to possibly start trimming into some put. All right, back to it.
Got it.
Oracle again, dude. Oracle got devastated.
Yeah, so there's more coming in for Oracle. There's 168. The 160 for 109 with 1.67 million in premium. Seems like we have quote unquote a sort of ascending for the first bit, but then it starts coming down a little bit more. Let's see where the fills are at. 54, 53, 54, 54, 54, 54. What do you think? You think this could be the same person?
Could be. They're pretty close.
They're pretty close, is what I'm thinking.
But with the brunt of the size being down there, I wouldn't marry myself to it.
Yeah,
It could be.
This is pretty interesting too in my eyes. Like that's pretty clean of the ask, if you ask me. So 1.68 premium, pretty hefty.
Oracle's just so devastated already.
Yeah, but I think it's got more room to downside. To be very fair with you, I think it's not doing too hot. It's not looking too hot either for Oracle. So we'll keep an eye on this. I'm gonna add this to watch list. We'll watch list that. What else do we have that came in? Let's check. Give a little quick refresh on Snorlax's ass flow
So
filter as well.
When Tucker sent that contract, he said from the GOAT. Was it Anthony? Is Anthony
Yeah.
the GOAT?
Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah.
Anthony's giving us positions to look at that aren't $10,000 per contract. Do we have a
Yeah.
new record here? Is that the lowest value contract he's ever given us?
No, I think it was 150. If I was one of the contracts, I'm keeping tabs. I'm keeping tabs on Anthony's contracts. I'm keeping tabs on his contracts.
No, Spy's still just tanking without giving me a safe entry. I
Anthony's
should have just
saying-
done it earlier, folks. I knew it was going to
Anthony's
do
saying
that.
that Oracle about to fill the gap to 179.34.
And I got the clammiest ass hands right now. This sucks.
Oracle 179. Yeah,
So
that'll
trying
be
to
a
buy
nice
the dip on CGC.
Yeah,
CGC
they
is
are.
another one, by the way. If you could think of a cannabis ticker, it has had several reverse splits, and that's kind of my point.
CGC, yeah, fair enough. Anything good on Periscope, Nick?
No, it's still doing exactly what I said it would earlier, just without me, unfortunately.
I got nothing
Yeah.
coming in that's interesting, to be very fair.
We have plummeted through. Let me make sure that's up. It is. We're plummeting through right now that negative Gex zone I pointed out earlier. That would have been. We're basically at what my target would have been for those puts, 68.30, right above some negative gamma that's starting to taper towards positive, and then we have positive gamma down at 68.20 again. There is no safe entry here, unfortunately. That safe entry was the rejection of 68.50, like I mentioned earlier. So it's too late to chase. We're back to the waiting game.
Daniel asked me about coin. Can you check coin? I can surely check coin. I don't think that is today 23.
What's
oh,
Bitcoin been up to? I haven't even been paying attention.
No, dude, I barely look at. I just hold whatever I have for crypto and I'll forget the rest.
Oh,
to
it's
be
kind of
honest.
coiling just below 90,000. It looks like.
28, 2395.
Man, it's crazy to say that Bitcoin's trading
Interesting.
at 90,000 and it's down.
Right? That's pretty crazy.
Cheap.
Not a lot of action in my opinion for coin today. At least it's down 5%. I'm guessing it's following this market trend right now. I think majority of it is following market trend right now.
It's just laughing at me for not getting in that.
So I would like to see a little bit more volume on coin coming in before I even think about looking into coin or like taking coin as a thing. There's so many other things I feel like we could play besides coin for crypto stuff. But for right now, this is not something that I would want to look at. Unless I see some actual like crypto flow coming in, right? Like some good flow coming in for crypto, then something we could definitely consider. Are you thinking about Daniel coin to the upside, or you want a short coin? What was your thought process behind asking me about coin? Do you see any specific flow that came in? What else do we have? BITF, cores.
BITF.
Yeah.
Why do I recognize that tick? Did we see
It's
something? Is that
Bitfarms.
Bitfarm? Yeah, they're another. they're
Or
another
as we like to
Bitcoin
call
miner.
it, bit farts. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, honestly, for what is it, 10 o'clock, we've had very little flow that came in. So we have flow from here all the way to here. Anthony's screeners are probably having maybe 2 flow positions on there, right, Anthony? 3 maybe.
Anytime there's like dead air, it makes me laugh. I don't know.
Dead air.
So like you're talking to someone who's in chat, and so you like ask a question, and then it's just, and it makes me laugh every time. I don't know why.
Oh, because there's nothing happening.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
He's responding, but there's no response. It makes me laugh.
He's just waiting. He's just making it marinate a little bit longer, right?
He comes back and answers like 10 minutes later.
Yeah. I'm like, what was the question I asked you again?
I'm still Folks, I know I'm the SPY scalpy guy, but we already went all the way to my target, so I'm just waiting. That's 681.71. That's 681.65. I have actually, whoops. Dude, I am just not doing it today. My brain is mush. Oh my god, I did it again.
Yeah, you missed it.
I'll just put my head down for a second. Recollect myself. Take 3 of clicking shit. And where my full target on those puts, 681.65 would have been the runner. I would have been out here anyway. There's no entry. Yeah, they can take it down further. Yes, the trajectory is downside. No, this account's not big enough for me to take a contract that costs $200 to chase this. Because if it bounces up and reclaims 682.36 and I'm a late joiner to the downside, those contracts are going to get nuked. Like, it will hurt. So now, ideally, they would give me a back test all the way up to 682.67. I'm not going to hold my breath just because these are some pretty high volume sell candles comparatively. Volume in December tends to be a little bit lower coming up to the holidays, and you start seeing some flow shenanigans the day after Christmas as well as they start rebalancing for the new year. So we'll be keeping an eye on that too. We're not going to be live next Monday on the usual schedule. We'll be live next Tuesday instead. I'll be driving on the 22nd. But we'll do a nice little Christmas Eve stream. And I still want to try to get the whole crew together and do something fun after New Year's. Something that's not all hoity-toity, something that's not all flow. We'll just mess around and talk shit about stocks. But I'll get that published. Keep an eye out on the main UW account on Twitter as well for any announcements like that. And boom, there's that full target. Let's see if they bounce off of it or not. Regardless, no entry. That is safe for the small account here. So nothing new on Periscope either. Everything is pretty much positioned as it was before. Now, obviously, we've got net call premium tanking with the dumpy. But the positive gamma at 68.20 is about the same. We see a little bit of the negative gamma at 68.30 and 25 tapering toward the positive side a little bit. 68.35 negative gamma is growing. 6800 once again has been kind of acting like a magnet. If we dump way down there, I might try to knife catch it, Jay-Z. Because directly below 6,800, we've also got a small little range of positive gamma that I would like to see hold as support. If we can get down to 6,800 and hold it, I might try to long. But until then, right now, the last bastion is 68.20 for the bulls to hold on to. Might give us a little bounce there, maybe give us a re-entry for puts, but that's a pretty wide negative gamma zone. I'm going to wait until we get a safe entry in either direction.
Sounds good. So I pulled up this APPN, right? So this picked up on my volume average. However, when I saw this, there was a hefty amount of volume I'd sold to open on a put. 85, 80, 643.
This is another one of those random ass tickers.
Yeah, it is. It's a tech ticker, though. Listen, you gotta find something.
No, I'm not hating on it. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's this APPN. Low historic volume flow. I know you like these.
Lil Cax asked why I'm doing calls right now. I am not. We are far from where I would enter calls.
I think it might be responding to the message above.
Oh, fair enough. Right now, we're bouncing right off 68.20, which is the only positive gamma down here until 67.95. I wouldn't get calls unless we backtest all the way to 6,800 or reconquer 68.50 where they rejected earlier to try to make a move to the upside into this negative gamma zone. Right now, there's no entry at all, so I'm not taking calls or puts quite yet. But if you're talking about the other guy, my bias, shut up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so these low historic volume flowers and high premiums on there. It's 30p. Like they're looking like they're to bid side, right? So I was super interested in this because sometimes when you have something, when I've noticed, obviously it's not always correct, right? But sometimes when you have something like this, I've been able to catch. I would buy a call for this kind of day, and it's paid pretty well. But again, it's a little risky because you never know, right? What they're trying to do. But this is pretty interesting because it's populated with a lot of premium, super high long-term average. So it's sitting at a pretty crazy level. So Can you pull up a chart for this, Nick, please, if you don't mind, and see what the chart says?
Had myself muted, my bad.
You're
They're
good.
bouncing off their bottom at 36.66. This is kind of a choppy chart this morning. Not a lot of volume happening on the stock itself. You can see down here the volume profile. No, you can't. Now you can. Now you can. You can see down here the volume profile is pretty meager. The most volume they had was at close on the 12th, and everything is pretty muted today. That kind of looks like a strong. I'm going to draw a line at 36.66. That's the last low they made intraday this morning. If I were to long this, I would probably have my stop that tight. Because looking back in time here, this is on a pretty vigorous downward trajectory. It is pretty violent. Every bounce has been sold off. Looks like 38.79 is resistance, and it held as support the last trading session as well, right there.
Mm-hmm.
2 rejections off of it. If I were being super safe, if I were being the safest of safe, I wouldn't long this until they reclaim 38.79. Obviously, that's going to drive the premiums of the strike you're looking at up, on the call side at least. Not the prettiest chart.
Okay. I just wanted to see what your thoughts were. Maybe it was a good bounce area. If maybe keep an eye on it. Maybe if it does reclaim
daily and see. That's a pretty firm bounce off of it. And this did actually, back in January, Jesus Christ, that same level I just drew looking at today's action, 36.66, acted as support and resistance on the daily chart as well. So if they can close the day above that 36.66, I might consider taking a call. But the stop would be really tight because they can just continue that downward trajectory. The last low they had was way back in October at 27.07. So looking here on the daily, that is a pretty big recovery from down there. But they're not able to hang on to their gains, it looks like. I'll keep an eye on this. If they can stay above 36.66 and get at least a little buy volume to show us they want to stay there, I might be interested in taking like a 40 call monthly or something like that.
I was thinking, I was just gonna take a quick gander at the contracts and see if that was anything worthwhile. Give me a second. I know
Bro's gonna take a gander.
He's taking a gander.
Man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna add that to our Flow Plays watch list, though. I don't hate it. It's just kind of dicey. It can take back that big candle bounce from November pretty fast. I'll keep an eye on this one. It's on our watch list now.
Sweet. Yeah. Maybe January calls. Oh, the spreads, man. The spreads are killing me. God, nope. Yeah, we'll circle back to that one if that's anything interesting later on. EQT, look at that. Oh, look at that spot. Gross. Can't do it. No. Anything on your interval flow, Nick?
No.
Here,
let me pull it back up. I did miss our SPY put entry again, talking out the APPN chart, though.
How about, okay, you know what? How about you just focus on that entry? Because clearly there's nothing on on flow as of right now that's crazy interesting. So,
all right, today's Monday. EQT 49 put already moving.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, that's the most garbage. The bid ask was 10 to 75. Never mind.
That's what I was about to say.
Hell with that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
NBIS hit my filter as well. The one you got there at the top, the 85.
Dude, NBIS had a monumental move at one point. I can't remember when it was. I think sometime this year.
That EOSE down at the bottom of your flow screen also hit my filter.
All right, this one we can take a look at. This looks, sorry, that looks weird. There we go. Much better. Down 8%. So is this a bottom fisher maybe? They're trying to fish that bottom.
You can't, you can't make this shit up with SPY, man. You can't make it up. I got it on my screen now. It just perfect rejection once again off that 682.36. And All right, I'm going to keep 2 separate screens going on my other monitors just so I can watch both and keep an eye on flow for us to look at as well. Because that is 3 put entries we missed that were perfect. All right, go ahead.
Got it.
You're good. EOSE. Yossi.
Yossi. This is interesting. Nick, what was I forget. What was the whole thing about that bid ask? We said if it's outside the bid or like if
it's
like
basically meaningless, but
meaningless, right?
this one's not an example of that. It was just the bid and the ask tightened up to the same, and so they just filled there. I'm actually surprised that didn't say a mid fill, because the bid and the ask were the same as the fill.
You think it'll change later on, maybe?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, that just happens to be the bid and the ask were even at the time.
Oh, here, perfect example of what you said, mid.
Yep,
right there.
That's what I expected that top one to be too.
Got it.
But yeah, I see this as ask side.
Okay.
They're filling all at the same ask. The only thing that's changing throughout these orders is the bid ask spread. Interesting, that down there at the bottom, this 57 fill could potentially be related with the starting out at the bid. Look at those timestamps; they're pretty close.
Yeah, 38.
It's possible, but with the ascending fill, I almost want to lean toward ask side still, but it's hard to say.
I don't know. That
Spy is just bullying. No entry for old Stoney. No entry.
Hey, you'll get one. Now that you're focusing on it, you won't get one.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna take away all the entry positions now that I'm actually watching.
All right, let me look at. Someone said LMT, Lockheed Martin. I'll take a peek at it. I don't think I saw any flow that came in today, but we'll take a look at it. Yeah, nothing today at least for it, right? I can take a look at this one that was prior. Maybe it's a slow burner. It is indeed a slow burner. 826, 25, 40. Yeah, nothing for me to go off of for today, right? If I see something that comes in today, I will definitely 485 this Friday call, 482.5. Let me see, 482.5 for this Friday. Oh, you mean 492.5? This, are you talking about this one? Not the 482, the 492. This guy. X-Man's. I can't say the whole thing, but I don't want to butcher it.
The 42.5 call?
No, it's the 492.5. I think this is what they meant.
Oh, gotcha.
4K. I mean, my thing with LMT, right? You're having a market cap of 111 billion. He's saying 42. Let me see. 482.5. Oh, this one, the 1219s. When did we get flow? So I'm gonna reiterate the meaning on these guys, right? Now, not that I'm saying there's no possibility on anything, right? But for me, with 110 billion market cap stock, seeing just 54 volume or like 26 or even the 42.5 you sent, right? Having like 20 volume on it or 30 volume on it it's to me that's nothing. I don't consider that a lot. If it was a lower market cap, I would think maybe more likely something like that's happening. Also, the premiums, right? The premiums are not that high on this, so it's for me. I don't consider much on this, unfortunately. So 2,200 premium on that first hit. You have 14 here. That's another one, which is 58.90, right? You're having under $20,000 in premium as a total for a 110 billion market cap stock. I think for me I would consider nothing burger. Don't get me wrong, if it can change, it can go up or down, whatever it is, depending on how you play it. But for me right now, at least, I wouldn't consider any positions on this until I see like actual flow come in. If that makes sense to you, X-Men's. Somebody asked about the MSTR. Lots of crypto today. Crypto love. I know that Anthony sent me a screenshot earlier today. Not earlier today, like just a few minutes ago. He said Anthony told us that he was taking a dump, and he was here's what I have.
We love the bathroom on this show, don't we, folks?
Yeah, and on that note, I'm actually
Oh,
going to take
no,
one of my famed
where's
picks
the
right
counter?
quick. I suck, dude. I suck. We're also in the new year, folks. I'm hoping I'm gonna get some fun graphics for the show. Maybe we can come up with some fun game segments because we're already, for those of you who came in late, we're gonna have you guys pick our next trade on a poll that Tucker's making on the back here with some contracts going up, and you guys are gonna pick which one we take later in the show. So stick around to see if you can nuke our account for us or not. And
that's the goal.
I want to have some like game segments to get you guys involved too. Maybe we'll take like community calls and shit. But we'll definitely screen it because I know some of you guys, and I know what you're gonna do if I give you a microphone. But we'll figure that out. I want to make shit fun for this in the new year. Stick around. All right, I'm gonna go take a piss break.
Basically, what he's saying is that I'm boring. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
All right, so Anthony sent me a screenshot. I had the MSCR 185 on his one, so let's take a quick peek at that. The 116, the 180. It's a multi-leg. Let me see what we have in general first, and then we go back to that. MSCR the 827.8 on the puts.
Anthony in the YouTube chat is saying, no. Anthony, what happened? You okay, buddy? You okay? What can we do?
Yeah, so 80% on the STO side on these guys over here. I hate when one candles are like this. It's just such a pain in the butt to see. Repeated hit ascending fill. I want to close some of these because I'm gonna have too many things open, and I know myself that I'm not gonna be able to follow through with them. Okay, so MSTR on this one. I think I have the same feeling with MSTR as what I said with LMT too. It's nothing super significant. Anthony said I only sent you that because he said I had 2 trades on my phone. Hey man, I assume. I'm sorry for assuming, but sometimes it happens. So that's a bit side. 1-2% of the money. Seems like bid side over there. Big, not very big numbers. I'm not the biggest fan. Right now, who asked me that question? Extreme. I will wait a little bit longer. I would like to see a lot more volume coming in. Again, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily want to play this right now. But I would definitely take a look and see later on if there's anything that comes in. Obviously, with it being down 6%, I'm guessing SPY is still going down. I haven't checked yet. I'll wait for Nick to confirm that because I don't want to open another chart right now. But whenever Nick comes back, we'll confirm with him if SPY is going. I feel like we have a kind of a similar situation with the MSTR.
What are we looking at MSTR? Oh, SPY, you're such a dick, man.
Is it dropping more?
Yeah, just
all right. So that perfect. So I was just saying that I think most of these companies are following the SPY right now. That's what I imagine
process. We're seeing a lot of market-wide movement here.
Yeah. So and
MicroStrategy is also going to be following Bitcoin, which also let me see where it's at now. Yeah. Bitcoin went from basically 90,000. Now it's at 87,350.
I thought you said 83,000. I was like, damn. It's like, damn, dude.
Still a pretty sizable drop, but
no, it is 100%. Like that's nothing to talk shame about. But I'm just saying that everything right now you're seeing in the market for the most part, I think it's following trend with the entirety of the market, right? I like to remind everybody that all people right now, all the big boys and the big girls and the big wigs are all taking their vacation. It's vacation time, Christmas time, right? Just remember that. Don't try and force any trades, right? Because you don't know what's gonna happen, right? They're on vacation. They're not trading right now, in my opinion. So I think that we'll have a lot more love on flow coming in at January. Like the past 2 years, I've been trading unusual whales. Flow has been slow. Normally I stop trading from September to like January. And Nick said let's do WhaleWatch, which is why I'm still trading right now for the end of the year stuff. But for the most part, everybody takes that time off. I feel like, and you're gonna get a little bit less flow and stuff like that towards the end of the year. So just take that for the grain of salt when you see stuff as well, right? So
Yeah, this end of the year is our beta period. You know, we're getting settled. But hey,
Yeah.
we're coming next year with a couple animations, a couple segments. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a big reboot. You know what I'm saying?
A big reboot. Big. Hopefully, I shave and get a haircut. You know, look a little bit more presentable.
Nah.
I'm in
we
puts.
like you.
Oh, they didn't fill! No! Spy! Oh. I'm just going to sit
Nick,
here for a second.
Show your screen. Show your screen. So
Yeah, we can't see your screen or your face, bro.
Oh, God.
You can't be freaking out like that when we don't have nothing to look at.
I am so bummed. All right, screen's up. You can even see my order still just sitting here, unfilled. Wow. I right at the top. Right at the top. I didn't have time to switch it to a market order. It was still limit. I hit place order. I tried to get 2 of the 681s. Right there. And they didn't fill. I missed it. They're already at target too. Damn, dude. All right, back to what Jay-Z was saying. I'm getting bullied today, boys. I'm not quick enough on the draw. I didn't switch it to a market order. We're chilling. We're chilling. You guys will find as this show goes on that I get more upset missing my trade than I do losing my trade. Because losing my trade, I followed my rules. You know, I'm just trading. Missing the trade entirely like that chafes me. But we're back to the waiting game, folks. What are we looking at for earnings? Damn it.
So earnings, actually, I was gonna say we have MU after hours, Nick, on Wednesday. Maybe a little mini
Micron
MU stream.
Man, I don't give a shit about Micron.
You don't give a shit about Micron?
Not really.
Micron.
Ask the audience. Do you guys want a Micron earnings stream? I feel like nobody gives a shit about Micron.
All right, never mind.
But we'll let them pick. I mean, we'll do whatever the hell they want us to do, dude.
Yeah, we got Micron. I know that Veru might end up moving as well, so it's something to keep tabs on. Is Veru. That's been pretty good prior. We have also FedEx and Nike on Thursday. I think Nike did pretty good last time or sometime back. I think it was two earnings ago.
Cap HGA says, would you say fib retrace? I do not use fibs. I just use price action and Periscope, which is market maker gamma exposure on unusual whales. Dude, look at this dump, man. I can't believe that didn't fill. They are at from my fill. I was gonna fill 2 of them at $1.30. Nope, $1.20. I know. I'm just looking down at $1.20, and they are now at $2. That hurts my insides. Well, back to waiting. All right.
FedEx, Nike.
Damn it.
But everybody likes them memes. We got BlackBerry.
Dude, how is BlackBerry still in business? I genuinely want to know. Like,
Yo,
long gone are the days
phone.
of the little like mouse tracker, like from ThinkPad laptops. They had that shit
dude,
on
that
the
was
BlackBerry.
awesome,
That
bro.
thing
What do
was
you mean?
awesome.
It was great.
My stepdad had one of those for work, and I would play on it. You could play like it. So for those of you who are old as shit like we are, if you remember the old flip phones, they always had like Snake, and you could play the Snake game on your flip phone. On BlackBerry, it was awesome because it had that little tracker button, and you could just circle around and shit. It was great.
Oh, dude, what a throwback! My parents had those Blackberries. I would play Snake and I'd play The Sims on there and break out.
Dude, The Sims is wild.
Yeah.
Old times, man.
Damn,
you're making me feel old, Nick. God damn,
Wait,
dude.
let's just do a BlackBerry breakout stream. Let's figure out how to emulate that. Just, play breakout.
Dude, I had a buddy in high school who made a Zelda game on a TI-83 calculator. And it played. It had items. It had quests. It was awesome.
I had
that guy,
a request
Gabe
on
Newell.
Avgo. All right, let me get these requests. That
Spy is almost at 679 from where I was gonna enter at 681.48.
Hey, what did we open on Spy at today? 683.
No, we opened at almost 686.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Somebody loved it.
I'm just gonna show everyone quick all of the put entries I've missed this morning. This one hurts the most because I was there for it and didn't get filled. Man, and all of these aligned with that 6850 on Periscope to begin with. This right here would have been the most amazing entry, but that's the first one we missed. That rejection off my 685.96. Let me move this over. Right here, as we kind of coiled around my hard level at 684.45, we missed that one. You heard me bitch about that at the top. Then we missed my 683.80 rejection, which I bitched about at the top. And then this is the one that hurt because I was here for it. I timed this perfectly and didn't get in. And now, quite obviously, we are way too low for me to chase an entry once again. But as you see, we're making lower highs on this 5-minute. Lower high from way up here. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. All of those rejections are put opportunities that I missed. And right here, this lower high rejected the bottom of the range that they were trying to hold as support right before it. That was the beautiful entry that we just missed. And once again, we're back to waiting, folks. Let's see if they give me another one.
We had Fish ask about, no, not Fish, Panda ask about Avgo. Avgo is doing the same thing the entire market is doing, is following that downtrend right now. Massive hike in net premium on negative net premiums. We have, I'm pretty sure people are probably getting rid of positions as they're kind of worried going into
bro. Why I gotta breathe right in your microphone?
That wasn't me.
No, I know it was.
Oh.
It's not other bro. You guys are both
Other
bro. You know?
Yeah, I was like, which bro are you talking about? Bro 1, bro 2, bro 3? But yeah, nothing yet for Avgo for me either. I mean, honestly, I would like to see more flow, obviously, for these things before I do anything. So that's we'll keep it at that for right now. Again, high market cap stock, 1.623 trillion market cap, right? These are kind of nothing burgers. Anything that comes in for that volume, it needs a lot of premium for me to be able to even consider the Avgo. We have Fish saying that being on the sidelines with no money gets me angry. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes watching on the sidelines, it's a blessing in disguise. Because you get to see some things that happen that you're not going to see while you're playing the market, to be very honest with you. So think of it as a way you can learn and watch rather than being worried about not having the money to trade. It's not a big deal. These trades are going to come all the time. There's always going to be another trade. I'll tell everybody that is always going to be another trade. Like, you're not going to miss out. And I think this year, more than any year, that proves it to me because we've had some phenomenal opportunities and different opportunities, right? So I think that don't worry too much about missing something, right? Just focus on how you can figure out what's coming up next or how you can figure out what would be the best way for you to figure out the next move you want to make, right?
Absolutely.
That would be my advice to you.
And I'm gonna use up one of my F-bombs. FOMO is the fucking devil with trading.
Yeah.
Hey, you just heard me get all pissy about missing my put entries literally all morning to this point. But hey, man, I'm an entertainer. This is a show. I'm going to get loud, but I'm not going to let it affect my trading in that I chase when I missed it. I missed it. I have to wait for the next trade. And you'll find as you go along, as you learn more, the thing you're going to do the most while trading is wait. You wait. You got to have your set rules. You got to wait. Sometimes these flow plays can take months to develop depending on the situation.
Dude,
a lot of it's waiting,
months.
man.
My longest one was 4 months.
I don't know if I can hold it. Well, I held a leap once for that long.
Dude, yeah.
But I'm a scalper. I'm intraday, so when I miss my trades, I don't have to wait as long as when I'm trading flow for flow's sake. But yeah, it's waiting. Sometimes there's no good trade on a whole day. We're just range. With futures, range trading's a lot easier. With SPY contracts, it's harder. You have to worry about the Greeks. You have to worry about time decay with theta. You have to worry about expiration dates. And I have been scalping the small account with SPY. My strategy's working. I've tightened it up. I had to change some things because the timeline's different. And again, because you have to worry about time decay, you have to worry about implied volatility if the contracts are overpriced. A lot of it's waiting. And that is just what it is. Some parts of trading are extremely boring. What I want to do in the new year as well, we were talking about making it spicy. I want to bring in some market experts here and there. I also want to bring in some trading psychologists to kind of go over some of this in a much better, more mature and educating way than I can. But I'm someone with myriad mental illnesses, bro. My brain is broken as shit, and sometimes it does have an effect on my trading. I've blown shit up rage trading before, and I think you'll find most traders have blown something up rage trading before. It comes with the territory. You have to be on top of your mental. You have to be on top of how you feel, and you have to be self-aware of how you behave when you feel that way. And so I want to get one of the renowned market psychologists on here sometime to talk that through and take some questions from the audience as well. A lot we can glean from that, but psychology is extremely important in trading. And like I said, most of trading is waiting.
Yeah, it's a huge waiting game. Like a day like today, most likely what I would do now after the show is probably go take a nap. If I'm gonna be really honest with you. Like,
I have some shit to edit after the show, but after that I'm having hot and cold flashes like crazy. I've been sick since Friday.
Let's do a nap
Am
stream.
I pitting out? I
A
am
nap
pitting out.
stream?
Let's go!
Yeah, we'll just put ourselves live and we'll just all like sit in our chair.
Oh, dude, it could
Yeah.
be like elementary school read-ins where you're supposed to like bring a blanket and pajamas and read, but everybody just naps or flicks rocks from recess at each other.
oh my
WhaleWatch
God.
nap time.
WhaleWatch nap time. All right,
on.
so
Chat.
that was.
Leave a comment in the chat if you are down for WhaleWatch nap.
Oh my
I
God,
think
no!
The main thing I've gotten when asking people what we should do is the main things I've gotten is a high stream and a drunk stream, and I don't think I'm allowed to do either of those things. So maybe we can get away with a hot tub stream or something to find a happy medium.
Hot tub stream.
But I don't think we can be messed up.
Gives me an excuse to go get a hot tub now.
Yeah. He's like, I've been waiting for one.
I've been waiting for one. But Q
SPX is trying to reject 68.15.
says I sold my 681 put at 1.75 and instantly tanks to 230.
Yeah, I feel
so
you, bro.
Quay, question: Did you at least make profit off it? Because if you made profit off it, that's all that matters, right?
Do you want to know how much? Do you want to know how much the 685s I missed out on this morning are trading at? $440.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that hurts. They were like $1.20.
Fish says I got dividends coming in. I'm back. Yeah, take your time though. Don't rush into stuff. I'm for real. Like, be easy with everything, right? Next we have Intel. Anything on Intel? God, somebody asked me about Intel. Hold on. Right.
I feel like they're asking about Intel just to troll you too.
Probably. There's one person I know that will definitely ask me that question every single time about Intel.
Look at this bounce off the bottom for SPY though.
Intel. All right, let's see if there's anything for Intel today. We can also do this. I think this is also a nice way of doing a contract lookup. Let's click Intel and see if there's anything that came in today which is interesting. Honestly, no. Volume-wise, there's nothing interesting for me for Intel right now. Like to see a lot more coming in. I'm not opposed to trading Intel. I just don't like the company. But
Campbell's soup, on the other hand.
Stop it. Don't give me PTSD again.
No soup for you.
No Campbell soup. So funny thing I did, and I hate myself for doing because I feel like a douchebag for doing it. But I took a Campbell soup at the store and I moved it to a different section because F Campbell.
What?
I moved. Never mind.
There's so many cans of soup. You can't.
That
move
is
them
the
all.
first constructive upside candle SPY has had all morning. So I'm going to see what they do at my 681.27 here.
You want to pull it up? See if we can. Yeah. Get a little scalpy poo.
I'm watching here. This is at 681.65 and 681.47. The 65's the strong one, 47's the weak one. You saw it hold its support here on these two 5-minute candles after the 682.67 rejection. I'm looking for them to reject hard here to chase into a put or reclaim this range that they kept rejecting, but it goes all the way up to 683.58. So if I got long, there's a lot of waiting to happen there. Right now I'm looking to see if they give a clean rejection basically here on the 5-minute, and then I'll get in. If they do, I'll just be keeping stops really tight since we're down so much already. I'll be trailing it to the 5-minute candles. If they reclaim the prior 5-minute, that is when I would get out. But right now, once again, in classic tradition, waiting. Oh, I'm going to switch this to market order so I don't miss it in case they do it, though.
Hey, Nick. ONDS, I have a feeling that someone's trying to catch that bottom smack over here, and it is repeated.
Did we see this one last week?
Yeah, it's down 10% right now, but we did have a repeated
I'm inputs,
hits.
tight stop.
These inputs. Oh no, go back.
Very tight stop. This current 5-minute candle. If they get above the spot we're currently at for the high, I'm getting out. I know I said the prior 5-minute, but if this holds the 683, it's a 680.73 level, that's now going to become support again. My full target for this would be new low of day, but I'll trim one of the two on the way down. They might bounce right here at 680.14. Let's see and give it a little breathing space. I will keep you guys updated as we go along. But we are in 680p 0 days.
These are repeated hits ascending fill. However, I want to see there was 3,219 earlier. What and where did they get in on these? Oh, look at that. So these this morning were like heavily in the money, and now they're very much so out the money. Not a lot by, but look at this, Nick. Ready? Look at
I'm
that.
watching.
Look at that. Look at that bottom area.
Yeah.
And
What's
now,
that multi? It's probably small. It might be non-consequential.
Yeah, it's only 3 volume. I feel like.
All right, they might stop me out. I'm just watching it. If you guys hear a ding, I got stopped.
Ding.
They might be forming a reversal pattern. I'm gonna give it a minute.
He goes ding.
We still got some wiggle room. I'm still in it.
Tucker, I know you sent that, but I'm already looking at that contract. The one it has. Sorry, man, too slow.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Because I was already looking at it. That's not your fault. Sorry, looking at it.
Well, then you know what? I blame Anthony. Anthony, be faster. Come on.
Be fast.
Come on, Anthony. It's not my fault. I'm not taking any blame.
These look good for a bottom fish, though, Nick. To be very honest with you, maybe they are definitely trying to bottom fish this.
Yeah, that bad boy's down 10%.
Yeah,
They're not super expensive. What's the IV on those bad boys?
Let's find out. I'm sorry, I'm super zoomed in. Normally, I can do this without even like.
Well, we gotta keep it visible for the mobile homies.
Yeah, 137 right now. 136. It's pretty high for a 12/26 expiration, which is next week. Extreme says you are wild.
You're wild.
We all wild.
Born to be wild.
There he goes.
Get
There he
your
goes.
motor running.
This is going down even more. How is that spy put looking, Nick?
Oh, we're still in. They haven't hit my stop yet. They're chopping around that spot I said, the 680.73. I would really like this 5-minute candle to close below it in 30 seconds here. Otherwise, I might be looking at taking a small loss on these puts, which is fine.
Also, something that I have noticed too, Nick, and it's really like something different too. Like when SPY is chopping down a lot more, I see a lot. Now, granted, there are other 10, 18%, like, but I've seen a lot of like 1%, 2% out of the money, 4% out of the money stuff. They're just trying to catch some of the call, like it's trying to catch like a quick upside move for them, I think, to get out, quote unquote, is something I've also noticed, which is pretty cool. So,
all right, the 5-minute close below where I wanted it to. I'm back on my screen. Now we are back to trailing to the 5-minute candle. If they get back above this last 5-minute candle, we'll stop out, which is at 681.27 resistance now. I want to see this make a new low pretty much on this candle if they can. I'm going to let this sit for a minute. If this current 5-minute goes green, I'm going to flip back over to JZ until they hit my stop. But right now we're in a winning trade. Let's see what they do for us, folks. Let's give this a little breathing room. Come on down! This is the bounce spot I mentioned earlier, that 680.13 to 10 area. That was the top of the reversal candle here. I want them to lose that. I don't want them to turn this into support. That'll be annoying. They already held it as support once on the last 5-minute candle. This 5-minute candle will give us a new local low below the last 5-minute candle. That's good for us even if they bounce. I want to keep this below that 681.27. If they conquer 681.27, we take a loss. It's okay. If they don't, no reason for me to close. On Periscope here, they came up and tested this little positive gamma range from 6.815, 6.820 and rejected. I want them to go right back through this negative gamma below us to that full target I mentioned earlier of 67.95. But if you've noticed, I know Jay-Z has, for the last week and a half, maybe longer, 2 weeks even, 6,800 has been a line in the sand, which is where they bounced even though it had negative gamma, they bounced it, and it looks like they're trying to come back up toward my stop here, but they're not quite there. 6,800 might once again be a line in the sand, so we're keeping this tight. Keep an eye on this candle. Let's see if they stop me out. I'm going to move my order over so I can exit if they get me, but we're keeping an eye. They haven't gotten us quite yet. That is a new local low. If they get above 681.27, I'm out. We'll lose probably 65 bucks. If I'm right, we'll make a couple of hundred. That's that risk to reward ratio. Keep your stops that you lose tighter than the wins that you would take. Oh, I don't know why I moved that. We're still in it. I'm going to see what this fiver does. For those who don't know, I tend to scalp on the 1 minute when I'm doing futures. With SPY, I tend to do the 5 minute. The moves take a little bit longer. Let's see what they do here. See if they're going to get me.
Extreme says very confident going long here in Q, so...
I don't disagree with him. This hold down here was good. This is a continuation trade that I'm in right now that's not invalidated unless they conquer this level. He's not wrong, and I'm not wrong yet. But I don't disagree with him at all. That's why I'm keeping this stop so tight, because if they stop me out, this can very quickly go back up and test this rejection way up at 682.67. And I could sit through that drawdown and end up being right still, but I'm not gonna. This account is too small for me to take risks like that. So we're keeping an eye on this 5 minute. If they take me out, they take me out. That's okay.
By the way, Tesla just trucking along.
Yeah, dude. It's funny because Kathy Wood, like the episcopal promoter of Tesla bullishness, sold her Tesla last week, and then it instantly ripped up. But she did say her price target for it, which is really high, 2,600, is still valid based on Robotaxi.
Jesus. Whoa. That's a lot.
They didn't get me yet. Here's the rejection of 681.27. I need this to go back down in the next minute and close below our level at 680.73 to stay confident. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my finger on the trigger for this. Because this is a reversal pattern. I'm looking at bears not letting them do it. If they let them do it, that's fine. We'll look for an entry long afterward. All right, they got me. I'll let you know if we get a new one. We took a negative $70 hit on that one, but we're still trucking along. I'm going to see if they reject that flag range from earlier. If they do, I'll get right back in. Hit it, Jay-Z.
Sounds good. All right. So, what's up, Joe? Hello. Hello.
Joe, another goat.
Another goat. Lots of Tesla flow this morning, actually. Damn.
Tesla's been popping off for the last few days. Pretty much since she got out, it's been nothing but call action, it feels like.
Yeah, I concur with that. Somebody asked about NXDR, next door doorbells. Yeah, so NXDR, if you are, I posted about NXDR a while back too. I think.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Got in these guys, made a very, very nice gain off of NXDR when it was running. Currently, right now, it's sitting at -8%. I firmly believe that everybody was boasting about this on Twitter and stuff about it being a meme stock, right? And someone was like, "That's the next biggest meme stock," right? And people were piling in. I think it was liquidity and like it was getting higher and like, you know, people got out. I mean, I took my profit when I had it. I have I think I have one runner left on me, but I don't really care about that because the amount of profit I took covers my entry costs and then extra. So I have not seen any crazy flow yet for NXDR. I think that 116, that big chunk that came in 36,000, I think there's still people holding it, right? Had a 145 130 average, huge 130 average that came in right before that crazy spike. Hit a high of 3.72, and you know, it was sitting pretty for a while. It is down 8%. I don't know. I don't think that it's bad. I would like to see more flow if anybody is looking at this. I would definitely recommend keeping eyes and tabs on this going forward, right? But again, it is a meme stock. It is only $2.5. Like it's like $2.18 right now, so it is considered a quote unquote penny stock as well. So just keep tabs on it for right now. Nothing crazy on flow wise for next year. I will update and I'll make a post on Twitter if I end up seeing anything else good that's on NXDR. And then I'm trying to catch up with the chats. Someone posted the MO crazy high volume on MO. Let me double check. But it says there's a huge gap above. Nick, do you wanna? Nick's the chart guy here. I don't really do charts, so Nick, you want to take a look at MO and tell me what MO looks like chart
I don't know how to
wise?
call myself the chart guy.
Well, between the two of us, you're the chart guy. So
Jesus.
I don't do many.
This is the ticker I was talking about this morning for those that were here at the open. MO is Altria Group. They are tobacco, and they're having a hell of a day today. Like,
you're not showing
yeah,
your
I didn't
screen.
even have it up there yet.
Yeah,
I was still pulling it up. They're trying to do a nice little bull flag here at the 59 area. But you know, it's coming off bottoms. 57.57 was the most recent bottom, then 57.08. Let me go to the daily and see if we have any kind of trend. Ooh, interesting. So that actually looks pretty firm. That 56 area looks pretty firm as support. Here you can see they were rejecting it on the daily, conquered it, coiled above it, boom, way back up to that high of 67.51. Then they had a little gap down back in November, end of October. Straight back down to that same level, 55.96. If I were bullish on tobacco, which I'm currently not, if, like I said at the top, if cannabis laws change and there's signed legislation saying, yes, this is happening, I could see Altria Group really benefiting because of how much farmland they have for tobacco, which is a depreciating asset at this point. People are not smoking tobacco like they used to, which is a good thing. I would project Altria Group pivoting to cannabis if laws change. You could see this as a bear flag on the daily. You could see this as an ugly ass head and shoulders on the daily. I see it as holding support at 55.96, 56 area and bouncing. So right now they're at the bottom of that gap down from 64-ish. If they can push back up into here, whoever's in calls will make some good bank. I'm not someone who likes the long tobacco. Tobacco's the devil. But this could be a recovery bounce. Granted, it's taking place over the course of an entire month, so it's kind of a slow mover.
So ready for a quick tidbit on this right now from what I'm seeing. 61 call, 12/19 expiration. Somebody seems like they're quote unquote possibly opening up some lottos. Maybe
61's not out of the question. On the hourly, I would want to see a back trace. Look at this giant green candle, and if you look at the hourly, every time they have a massive bounce, they always back test it. So I wouldn't enter longs right now. I would rather be wrong and miss it than enter too soon. Man, it's only a few cents down there.
I mean, they're definitely expecting some news.
Yeah, 59 evens would be what I would like to enter on. I could see them holding this last rejection at 59.38, right below us. So that's very possible. But I don't hate it. That flow's cheap enough that you're out, what, $15 if you're wrong?
Yeah.
I don't hate it. You want to add it to the poll?
Yeah, we can. It's a 12/19 61C.
How many we add on the poll, Tucker?
How many options?
Yeah.
As far as I've tracked, just two. U51C and mRNA 27P.
All right, we got a third one now.
MO 12/19 61C. That's
Got it.
a little bit of a degenerate.
Keep dropping some stuff in, folks. We're gonna keep going for a while longer, but here at the end, if you stuck around long enough, you get to pick what trade we take.
Yeah. Next one. Had a question. So that was the MO. Let me see if I switch between the YouTube and stuff. Mitchell says, I like how you trade SPY. Very smart. Do you have a stream where we can join and can trade along with you?
This is that stream, but we do not condone shadow trading. There is a delay
yeah.
between when I do shit and when you see it on the screen. And if you were here earlier, you saw me miss my entry on a huge play by half a second. Seconds are really important with scalping. If you're trying to shadow trade us, the odds are you're going to be entering maybe 20 seconds after us. That's dangerous. Don't shadow trade. Don't shadow trade.
Yeah. Joe asked if you want to tackle this one, Nick. He asked, could someone talk a little bit about net premiums? What makes green line go up? What makes green line go down? Why line move? What volume and why volume?
Yeah, let me pull up my super flow here. Green line is call premium. Is my screen even on? No. There we go. Zoom in on this bad boy. Green line is call premium, net call premium, meaning how much premium on the ask side versus the bid side of the transaction. Red line is the exact opposite. It's the same thing, but for puts. What makes the green line go up is ask side calls. What makes it go down is bid side calls. For red line, what makes it go up is ask side puts. What makes it go down is bid side puts. It even has a little infographic here that calculates how it works for you. It's very simple. The bottom is volume, this bad boy. That is ask side puts versus bid side puts versus ask side calls versus bid side calls. Volume is not the same as premium. For example, if you have 1,000 volume in puts, ask side, this is going to go down. But if it's really cheap contracts, it might not move the premium very much. Like 1,000 volume at a penny per contract is going to make this move a lot. But if it's a penny per contract, it's not going to move this very much because it's not a lot of premium being spent. Does that make sense? So like 1,000 contracts at a penny is going to have less of an effect on the net premium than 100 contracts at 2,000 each because there's more premium. Even though there's less volume, there's more premium. So red line go up in that instance, but red volume bar not move much. Why use many word when less word do trick? Tucker, that literally same video that I had you pull up earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like they're baiting me, man. Do you know what just happened while I was explaining that? Put entry.
Hey, Nick. I went and
I missed it again.
I went ahead and grabbed one of these guys right here.
What's up?
I went ahead and grabbed one of these guys over here.
What is it?
The FCXs. I saw lots of FCX flow coming in last week too.
FCX 52s.
Yeah, I mean the spread is kind of like
you know
the
what?
bid-ask is kind
what
of
is
donkey.
FCX?
It's a copper mine, I believe. Copper mine, Freeport.
Oh, yeah. I mean, metals have been kind of crazy. I like it. What's the contract?
I mean,
I'll go ahead and let it ding on the air. I'll enter this.
1252C. I got filled for 0.27.
Beneficial here. I'll let them watch me. Go ahead and tell me that again once I'm done talking, because I already forgot what you said. They have reclaimed a small gap down they were in. They're right at the top of it. Rejected the initial try. This is how my scalper brain works with charts, guys. Let me do this. There we go. Again, I'm a small time frame trader when I'm scalping. Like 1 minute to 5 minute is the chart I use. But FCX right now is kind of tailing that gap up they had that they already backtraced, and they bounced right off the top of that gap down. That seems to be acting as support now. I'm going to draw a line there. Boom. Got a line there. That's support, 47.51. They need to clear this bear flag right here. From that drop, right it open. They need to clear this to get their trajectory back to the upside. They are firm enough here that I like it enough to take it. That stop sucks, though. I'm going to be honest with you, Jay-Z. The stop is way down at 46.81. What was it, about 3 weeks on that contract?
Yeah.
This is the 5-minute chart. FCX moves a lot faster than the last chart we looked at, so I like it enough that I'm going to get in. What's that contract?
It's the 1252 call, and I filled that 0.27 a contract.
52. You filled it
probably
0.27?
Yeah, you probably can get a 0.26 if you try, to be honest.
0.27, we're in.
Sounds good.
I grabbed 3 of those bad boys. For those who don't know, we were doing 1 to 2 contracts. because of the account size. Since we killed it so hard scalping SPY last week, it's time for us to up the risk factor. We're going to be sizing up from 3 to 5 contracts, depending on how confident in the flow we are. If we back test down to way the hell down here, 4681, and hold it, they don't sweep through it, they don't turn it into resistance, I would add a contract, because that's the line in the sand. That's the line in the sand now. Below that, it gets uglier. Way down 45.59. Below that, it's even uglier. 44.68. So this is the line in the sand. If we close below this, I'm closing every single contract I have. If they hold it as support, or even dip down here and make a new high above 47.13, I'm going to add a... How many did I get in? Can't remember. I'm going to add a 4th contract if they do that here as well. So these 2 levels will be adds for me with a full stop on a close below 46.81. Let me add this to our flow plays watch list. All right, we're in 1. Let's see what she does.
It's pretty interesting because I saw
this is kind
of
a rejecty zone, like I said, though. Remember that gap I mentioned? We're in a rejection zone. That's why I'm keeping those stops really firm. We're not going to risk going to 0 on those contracts.
Yeah. All right. So
make a note of that so we can tweet an account update later about all of our positions.
Sounds good, FCX.
We're keeping everything above board for y'all, folks. Win or lose, we're on it. You just saw me lose a SPY scalp earlier. You're going to see everything we do with this account.
Yep. I hope you guys, like the past, too, you can remember all the mess-ups we made, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes in trading. It's going to happen.
It
is inevitable.
Happen.
You're going to go on loss streaks. It's inevitable. You got to get used to that.
Every year I have a loss streak. It just happens. So Joe says something coming up with the bad companies. Yeah, that's what Nick just explained. Anthony says, sounds like you're saying Alteria has integrity.
No,
Joe says,
I wouldn't go that far, bro. I wouldn't go that far. They have farms. I don't know if they got integrity or not. The tobacco company. You can make your decision on that.
Joe says PM 160 123 2026. Someone picked up on 11th 57K up 140% today. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Then somebody's talking about Google puts. We'll take a look at Google. Google is one of those ones that I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Like, I don't trade them names because there's so much of noise and stuff that come in. Unless it's a clear like quote unquote ass side hit on anything, I just don't even like consider it, unfortunate. I just like my level is not there to like consider those. I can't like dive too much into it. If I spend too long on an option, like trying to divulge into it and like trying to figure out what is this or what is this or do I like it, if I spend too long on it, I just skip over the next one. It's just no point. Like, don't rack your brain about it. There's always again going to be another trade, right? Joe goes, so cover calls and cash secured puts could look like premium decreasing, right? He's asking.
1 second, I'm responding to someone.
Okay. He's going to answer that because I don't do any weird shenanigans like that. I just buy calls and buy puts and sell them when they're up and sell or close them when they're down. But I'll do that. He'll do that. Iran Undaunted Penguin says Iran. Yeah, I saw that Iran Floka came in today. I think Iran was getting cooked. Yeah, Iron's still getting cooked. Seems like the majority was bought over here at 2.6. We'll be interested to see what happens with that. I think they're chasing a more downside move, in my opinion. So we'll keep eyes on that. I think I will add this as well to the WhaleWatch watch list. And then, damn, let's see what else we got. More Moderna coming in. This time, 4/17, 2026, 26p. 11% out the money. But that bodes well for the ones we saw earlier today.
All right, what was the question?
Joe named Joe asks, so covered calls and cash secured puts could look like premium decreasing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If there's bid side calls at all, that will affect net premium, yes. And if it's like massive, it'll tank net premium. The same thing goes for positional exits. If somebody's long calls and then they close those calls like the next day, that's going to make net premium go down, but it might not necessarily be bearish. It could just be somebody taking profit.
Same with volume third average, actually. If anybody's looking at volume third average, that also makes a huge difference when somebody like say closes a position, right? It makes a difference. You can see it decrease. Like you want to see it decrease. Sorry, you'll see the volume third average there, but you got to backtrack and make sure it's still there before you like use that as an indicator too. So.
All right, how many positions do we have in the vote? Oh, I'm getting tempted to take another put.
In the poll?
What's up?
3 options in the poll currently.
3 options. Let's see if we can find a fourth
U51,
one.
mRNA 27P, and MO61C.
Word. Let's see if we can get another one on there, 4th option, so we don't get a split vote weirdness.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you guys vote on it. And
Yeah.
I'll also once the poll is up, I'll also tweet that out for anyone who abandoned us and wants to come back and vote.
Anthony goes, IV on those Moderna calls, 417 decreases could be put sells. I don't disagree, but it's still interesting to see. That was like what I caught it, because we're already trying to do the Moderna play. So the reason why I brought it up, BTDR, I haven't seen this one in a while. Down 5% too. Interesting. Bit Deer Technology Group. Let me see. It's something interesting on my screeners coming in. Nope. My farmer screener is empty today.
Man, why does that happen? Riverside.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Microphones.
Wait, my microphone got nuked, you said?
No. It just went really
it
loud
got
for a second
way
for
loud.
absolutely no reason.
Oh, okay.
It's not your fault.
Hey, I'm trying to be quiet, okay? I'm trying to be quiet.
I manually turned him down for now until it renormalizes. It's usually me breaking eardrums, man.
I know, right? I'm interested in these, Nick. I know you're not gonna like them because they're cross, but
And
no,
look
actually,
at the
no.
friggin' midfill.
Yeah, it's a midfield. No thanks. Okay.
Yeah, I for those wondering, I don't necessarily write off all cross trades. I just want to see other context, because a cross trade, you have no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And this one's even worse because of the bid-ask spread
Yeah,
being
I was about to
crazy.
say.
I would
about to
almost
say if it
lean
was
toward
closer,
those being sold to open, just because it's so much closer to the bid. But that bid-ask spread's so wide that it's just hard to tell.
I was gonna say that if it was closer to the ask side, like it was almost on ask with the cross, I would definitely like this a lot. On the
To what you brought up, that Anthony said, IV on those Moderna decreases could be put sells. Yeah, the theory there is that as more contracts get bought, the implied volatility rises. And then the reciprocal, as they get sold, the implied volatility goes down. So it's possible for sure. But again, like everything, there's no guarantees of anything ever with options.
Yeah.
All right, folks, start dropping some stuff in here. What do you want us to trade? We'll add it to the poll. We're going to do that vote in like 10 to 20 minutes. Hey, Jay-Z, I should have taken that put when I said. Now I'm gun shy. They got me gun shy.
That's okay. It's okay to be gun shy.
Yeah,
it's
better to miss the move than get caught on the wrong. I would rather not be in a trade and watch it go than be in a trade and watch it absolutely decimate the opposite direction against me.
Yeah. I'm just going through some stuff real quickly. Sometimes my brain can't keep up. Well, my mouth can't keep up with my brain thought process. So this is, if I don't explain something, just ask me. I'm just running through it real quickly. Like
my brain can't even keep up with basic bodily functions today. I am dying.
Dude, I was like, sometimes I'm like doing stuff and then I'm like talking. I think I'm thinking I'm talking, but I'm not really talking. So, look at these hood calls though. I know you like yourself some good hood.
I don't know if I go that far. I'm still just kicking myself for not buying it at $11 when I called it out to begin with. That hurts.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago now.
Dude,
Jesus.
Look at that clean ass side. 207 in premium, 1,000 size. What does that chart look for hood?
Probably a lot like Bitcoin.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Bitcoin.
Okay.
Sharp drop with a bounce. I gotta re-hotkey the hotkeys. I mean, that looks like a hold at the 115. It's a pretty good bounce, but they're coming into resistance pretty much this whole way up from that drop. And that was right after it dropped from 126 all the way down to 117 on Friday. Hood's tracing Bitcoin right now, man. Back when I said buy Hood at 11 and then again at 14, their Bitcoin hadn't been factored into their P&L yet. They were holding, I think, $3 billion worth at the time, but Bitcoin was trading at like 30,000. So, you know, damn well it's worth more than 3 billion now. But it wasn't in their P&L for that quarter yet. And then as soon as it was, boom. I mean, let me just go to the weekly here and we'll go back in time to when I said Hood is going to moon with Bitcoin. Hurts. Here it is.
Second F-bomb.
Here it is. At 1074. Back in February of 2024 is when I said Hood is going to go with Bitcoin when Bitcoin halves. Bitcoin halved 3 months later. Perfect upside right along with it. Here's where Bitcoin actually pulled back deeply and people had a panic attack. And then boom! Bye! Way up without
Felicia.
me. Absolutely insane. But I do suspect, I know Hood has a lot of shit going on in the back. And they have a lot of like finance stuff that they're branching out into, but ultimately they're kind of regarded as a heavy Bitcoin player now. And as you can see, we talked about Bitcoin earlier, code up to 90,000, rejected, dumped. That happened all this morning, and look what Hood did all this morning. It's going to be like MicroStrategy, like the miners. It won't be fully dependent on Bitcoin like the mining companies are, but it's going to move with it. You know what I mean? Just like stocks that are in the S&P 500. They're not dependent on the S&P 500. It's dependent on them.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Like sometimes you'll see Apple mooning while SPY's dumping. Like it happens, but they tend to be correlated. And that's the case with Hood and Bitcoin.
Why? UBS, talk to me about USB 51p and USB 52p. I'll talk to you, but I don't know if I'm gonna tell you the right thing. We'll find out. 51p's. Oh, this Nick might have a exchange in hands tomorrow. I feel like this is not gonna. The OI. This looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, it could. It could. That's equal sizing. With that premise, there would be the assumption that all of that volume's the same person, which I don't know if I would say. If you look at like way back on the 4th, the vast majority of that 125 that carried over was bid side. And then we had carryover of ask side flow on the 9th. It's hard to tell there. That's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be leaning toward bought to open on these. I think this could very well be a sell to close. And the expiration's like now. Like it's this week. And they are pennies now. So if those were sold to open initially, they're probably happy.
It might have multi. These two might be related. So they are
pop them open and see. Let's go to good eye.
There we go.
Good eye.
Actually, he posted that they were related. I didn't realize that they were related.
Good eye.
That. Yeah.
I don't like to speculate too hard on spreads that expire like next day type shit. But I mean, it looks like potentially buying to open the 52.5, selling to open the 51s. That would be bearish. They're spending way more premium to buy their position than they're receiving to sell their position. So if this is a bearish put spread, cool, great for them. I don't like it enough to follow it myself.
Yeah. Nice little spot there. I didn't realize you were telling me to link the two together, and then I was like, wait, these two look very similar. So
Jesus Wins Again says, are these guys trading with actual cash? You're goddamn right, bud.
Yeah, we
are.
That's part of this
if
show,
you came in late, you missed me tank a scalp on SPY earlier, but we are up right now to $1,983 in this cash account from a starting point of 1,000 using nothing but options flow and the Unusual Whales Periscope tool for scalping, which is market maker gamma exposure. But yes, we're trading real cash. Win or lose, you guys will see everything that happens to this account. And if you just came in late, we're about to do a vote shortly on what our next trade will be. Community's going to pick it. You guys are going to vote on several contracts we have queued up on a poll, and whichever one you guys pick, we're going to put a position on.
Nick, we got some Nike flow with earnings coming up this week. 12.
Oh no, he's going to earnings degen.
$842,000 in premium. So just
the fill's not bad at all. Let's take a look at it. Because hey, dude, by default, if this flow's good, it's got to go on the poll because the strike. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yep,
we got to do it.
Yep.
All right, so is this the last option?
Well, let's look at it first. Let's make sure it's.
Tucker getting a little too excited over that.
He's getting ahead of himself, dude. He's chomping at the bit.
I want poll.
But yeah, these over here, the 2.02, 1.9. I mean, the spread is kind of wide. However, it is definitely more ass side on this one. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and lean even over here. A 201, like it's still a lot closer to the ass side. I'm gonna go ahead and lean bot to open on these most likely, in my opinion. I'm leaning that way. Midfield coming in 2.06. It's getting. That was mid, right? So at least it's increasing, so it's good. Oh, that's more
hit. Yeah,
who's buying these? Are you guys buying this right now?
We've got ascending fills. That IV's pretty up there. 4 days to expiration. $2 out of the money about.
Nike has earnings on Thursday.
Yeah, this is definitely earnings flow.
Yeah, 100%. 100% earnings flow.
Damn it! Throw it on the poll.
Yeah, Tucker.
Throw it on the poll.
Here, I'll type it out for you. I'll type it out for you.
Yeah, he's gonna type it too. It's a $69 call.
NKE.
Oh man, this is another expensive earnings play that they're voting on.
I mean, hold on. We could pick something that's a little bit cheaper.
We can. Yeah. But let's put it in as is on the put it as is on the poll. The last time we put an earnings play on the poll, they voted to take the earnings play. And then they voted for us to close it early, but they picked the right thing. It went crazy without us.
Yeah.
But like I said, minimum of 1 day. Whatever you guys pick for us to trade, we will hold it for a minimum of 1 day.
Yeah.
Minimum.
I will also say most of the time when I play earnings, I will play earnings when it's the day off. I can't try and look for a day off. But the reason I found this really interesting was the amount of premium that came in.
Do you want to pop open their earnings page as well?
Yeah.
Let's see what they tend to do.
They moved a few earnings ago. I think we were talking about it when I looked at it. Yeah, so they did a 16% move on a Q2 2025. So
they do seem to about an even split between being outside of the expected move and being within it.
Within the expected move is 6.8.
About 7%.
Yeah, 7%. So,
and what were these? These aren't even that far out of the money, are they?
No, they're only 2%.
Like 2%.
Yeah.
You know what? Throw it on the poll.
It's already on there, I think.
All right, good
Tucker
deal.
tagged you. Tucker tagged you in the chat.
All right, we got a link. Yeah, we got 4 picks on here. All right, folks, T-minus 5 minutes. You're going to be voting on this poll. So go ahead and get that set up. Shoot me over the link, Tucker. I'm going to get this tweeted out, and we're going to see what they do to us.
Oh, these are... What is this? What is
Well,
this?
200C.
Yeah, what is this well? What is real estate?
WhaleWatch?
Well. Oh, man, that's expensive. I'm not even... I'm just going to get this... Get the poll out. All right, guys. I'm going to tweet out this poll. You guys can start voting as soon as Tucker drops the link.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah, you can put it in the chats now. They can start voting now, and then we'll bring in the masses to vote.
Oh, the unwashed masses. Oh God.
I'm a tweet it out as well. I'll tweet it out. I'm gonna post it somewhere.
All right. What are the tickers we got in there? I'm gonna put the tickers in the tweet as well. NKE, U. What were the other two?
Let's see. mRNA and MO.
U, RNA, O. And oops, that would have been awkward.
Share this with your friends
Post.
if you want them to be helping out pick us what our
All
next
right,
trade
I'm going
is
to flip
be.
us over to our webcams while we wait for our results here.
Okay, everyone clean up.
It's too late. You got caught. You got caught with your pants down, bro. You got caught with your pants down. All right. Let's vote, baby! What are we gonna buy? What are we gonna buy? All right, let me pull open results here. We're just waiting. We're waiting right now. We got votes coming in right now. You is winning with 29%. Now Nike is winning with 43%. I think people just want us to buy a 6.9.
That's crass. That's crass.
Hey Nick,
We're
I
above
think
that.
my face needs to be readjusted again.
Dude. Yeah, look at him. He's just a tiny little head.
No, I like it.
Boom, there he is. Full, beautiful torso.
Torso.
Get your votes in, baby! We need more votes! Vote it! Nike is now at 50%. U is at 25% with MO and MRNA pulling up the rear at 17 and 8%. We're going to leave this vote open for a couple more minutes, guys. And once it's done, we're not even going to wait till the end of the day. We're just going to put that shit on and hold it for a minimum of 1 day. It looks like Nike's still holding a firm lead at 46%, which is an earnings play. So we're probably going to have to hold that one and risk the full 200 on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if they pick the earnings play, we're going to see it through this time.
Or we can get a more degenerate one.
Yeah.
All right, still Nike's pulling further ahead at 50% now. They want us to earnings. It's looking like couple more minutes. If you haven't voted yet, get your vote in. I think they're just seeing 6.9 and going for it. That's what I think. Just looking at the results so far.
God.
Here are results right now, so you know I'm not bullshitting you.
Yeah, pull them up. Let me see it.
Oh wait, I have a scene for all of us. Gotta hide Jay-Z though.
My gosh.
There we go. Results. Nike's still winning. 47% Nike now, 27% U. And honestly, if we like the flow enough, we'll take one of the other ones too. But right now, this is what you guys pick. No matter what you pick, we trade. We might trade others too, but we will for sure pick the one that you guys pick. We're still at 47% Nike. I'm going to give it one more minute. I highly doubt enough votes are going to come in to sway this. It's looking like I'm actually just going to start preparing it. Because I have a feeling they like 6.9 nice.
6.9 nice.
NKE. Man, they're the weeklies too. Y'all are degenerates. And these were the 6.9s, right?
Yep, that's what I saw earlier.
Woo! We're going to be risking 20%. No, Jesus. 10% capital on one earnings trade,
Nick,
it looks
we can
like here.
also go with a different.
Nah, we got to go with what they pick, bro.
Oh man.
You guys, you could have preempted and not put the 6.9 one on.
I tried,
Yeah,
but
you're
Nick
right.
said-
You're right.
But Nick
Well, I
said
mean,
do it.
there's further out of the money stuff that's quite a bit cheaper. Carries a little bit more risk because of the move that has to happen. But it looks like we're playing Nike earnings, boys. Nike is the firm lead at 47%, with you pulling up the second place spot at 32%.
I mean, you're
MO
catching up.
16 and 5% for Moderna.
Now, once again, we also have Jay-Z's little tiny head in the corner there.
Oh yeah.
Where at now? Is it
Yeah,
tiny
the
again?
top- Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's just a.
Oh yeah. He's just the
Keeping
corner
that low.
head.
I'll try to lift my head up. A little bit.
All right, Jay-Z, we're playing Nike earnings, it looks like. Nike, firm lead, 47%. We're going to end the vote there. You guys picked it. We're going to play it. Jay-Z, is there a different strike you like, or do you want to risk it for the biscuit by going 6.9 nice?
6.9 nice. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, you have the 72.5, the 73s, a little bit less riskier. But if you want to do the 6.9 nice, you can.
It's
do
a bigger spread on those too, though. Just look at the bid-ask spread.
Oh, did I not see that? Yeah, I suppose so.
I already have it up. They're already recovering from the bottom. That is a good bounce for them.
If you
It's
want to be really
68.
degenerate, Nick, you look at them 75 calls now.
I ain't
Now
going way out there, bro. For weeklies, you're insane.
I'm crazy. What do you think?
Yeah.
Of course.
I would say. They are below 100% IV though, despite earnings right
Yeah,
around the
that's what I'm
corner.
saying. You can get Anthony made a good point. I was gonna say that as well.
I might want to get another week
good
out.
hold until Wednesday, avoid some tail decay. He's like, yeah, it's definitely definitely something you can do.
Everyone watching now, click on the link that was sent in either the X chat or the YouTube chat and go and vote.
Oh, I thought we already closed voting.
Oh, did we?
Tucker, get on the program, Tucker.
Look. I'm just a little. I'm just a little.
I mean, you can,
Oh, actually, go ahead and vote, guys. The gap is closing. You is at 35% now. Nike at 40%.
Oh, that's really close. Yeah.
That's a big bounce.
Whoa. Hey, everyone was yelling at me just a couple seconds ago. But who was right? Hey.
Now it's 33 and 43, so Nike pulled a little bit ahead again.
Hey Nick, also the 70 calls for next week don't look bad either.
The 70s?
Yeah, for next week.
For the 26th?
Yeah.
Man, I am scared about liquidity though going into the holiday break. But that bid-ask spread's a lot tighter. The IV is lower.
Yeah.
There's a little bit less risk there, but it requires a bigger move as well. I don't hate it. Let's keep that pin. I'm going to give this a few more on the poll because things are tightening up. 35% U, 43% NKE. It still looks like U's winning though.
Also, 70
or sorry,
72
NKE.
Call, 72 call also. Yes, it's a little bit further out of the money, but that's a better bid spread too. So on 72 for next week. Gives us a little more wiggle room, and I think even if it ends up going up, we can always take profit before earnings too, right?
Now Moderna and MO are both getting some votes. They're now tied at 12%. U is at 33%, and Nike is at 42%. It still looks like Sex Number Funny will pull out the win.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that gap's widening a little bit more now. We've got more people coming in on Moderna. It's now at 15%, 12% Altria, 31% U, 42% NKE. 31% U still. Yeah, I think that next little bitty of voters isn't going to be enough to swing the results. More voters came in and split the vote more. U is currently getting Al Gored. Was that too deep of a cut? Was that a deep cut?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, I think that's what we got to run with. NKE's winning. That gap's widening once again. We're still at 31% for you.
How about this? 11:25. You got 2 minutes.
2 whole minutes. Spam the link again, Tucker. Let's give him one last chance.
You know, that is a very good idea.
Spam it.
We'll get this vote out. Yeah, it's still
link to
locked.
Run link that is coming from the WhaleWatch account on both YouTube and Twitter. Link to .run/p/OK7DY429. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it.
What?
What the hell did you just say?
What did you
I just read out the link, bro. In case someone wants to type it in.
Are you like cursing me in like different languages or something? Like, what are you trying to do?
Like the dirtiest of algorithms?
Yeah, like
He's just popping off sex acronyms to go with the 6ix9ine nice. Is that what's going on?
Trying to whisper sweet nothings in my ear?
You guys are putting numbers in your sweet nothings? You guys are really degens.
I gotta be like Dexter, omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. Yeah, I think we got to pull it, guys.
Yeah.
Nike's still winning.
Nike is the winner.
Nike pulled out the win, still at 42%. So we're going to do it. What strike do you want to get if we're not going for the 6ix9ine weekly?
Next week, 72s look also pretty decent, actually.
So do the January ones, honestly. But I don't like the bid ask. I don't like the wide spread. But you're looking at the 26th, right? The Wednesday?
Yeah. The 26 is what I'm looking at.
The 72 you said?
It was what I said. Check. Let me double check again. Maybe they changed within those past few minutes, but
we got to get some good movement for those 72s. I will say
I mean, even
The-
if Nike goes to 70, dude, like it'll pay.
I was about to say the 70s of the 26th expiration it's kind of a dog shit spread, 187 to 197, but price range wise in terms of percentage of this small account's full capital, it's pretty close, a little bit cheaper than the 69 weeklies with lower implied volatility, little bit more time so we don't get hit with theta decay instantaneously. We have a better chance of getting out with like a 50% loss instead of a full loss compared to the 69 weekly.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. That spread's just kind of garbage.
Yeah, it is.
The 71s are a little tighter, but I do want to be a little bit closer to the money personally.
Okay. How about we split the difference and get it at 71 then? You said 70, I said 72. Why don't we split the difference?
You want to pull up their earnings page again? I want to see their percentage of move in the last few earnings.
7% was what it was saying.
No, that's the expected move. I want to see what their past ones were again. Way out, and they've been now. Scroll down to the bottom. I want to see if they beat for those moves. Yeah, they did. They beat for both of those big moves.
I think Nike's gonna do well again. They're pretty hot.
All right, let's see if I can get a midfill on these. You know what? 71. Let's do 71, and I'm gonna use one of my F-bombs and say, fuck it, we're putting on 2.
You're putting on 2?
We're putting on 2.
Oh,
how many do you get, buddy?
I feel like I should get endless, but that's not up to me. I think the algorithm will decide that for me.
He's risking.
I'm gonna try to get it at 153. And I will walk this up because I want them to see it fill on screen before we hop off of here to know we're not full of shit. Oh, it doesn't let you click it there. Modify. 153 was a no-go. Let's try 155. That's a no-go. This is why bid-ask spreads are wild, folks. When you have a wide bid-ask spread, they tend to try to bait you into taking a market order, which is what's happening now. If you see I put my bids in, that ask went up along with me raising the bid. So they're doing some shenanigans. I'm going to let this sit for just a minute here. And then I'll probably walk it up one more again to the last fill. It was at 157. No luck. Is FCX moving right now? Are we getting jebaited here? Not FCX, Jesus, NKE.
It might be.
It is. Yep, that's exactly what's happening.
It's moving up.
That's exactly what's happening. Well, we don't chase, but I will. What's that? The bid-ask spread's still too wild for me to take a market order.
Yeah, it's at 1.69 now.
Yeah. I'm not going to fill at that market order.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if they give us a tiny little pullback to get in. Otherwise, if this bid-ask spread tightens up enough, I will take a market order. Only if the buyers show me they're willing to pay more. Because if they're not willing to pay more, why the hell should I?
The 72s are still standing at where they were, just an FYI. So.
Well, that's because the 72s are going to take a significant bigger move.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a degenerate on earnings, I want to play a little closer to the money. Personally, I know you like to take really far out of the money.
Oh, I would take it at 75 if it was me. Personally.
Yeah, I'm not going that far out the money, man.
I know,
crazy.
It's okay. But I like to do crazy plays. That's how I play.
Yeah, they just have a much higher chance of going to 0. If these go to 0, it hurts a lot more, but those have a higher chance of going to 0. Because they would really need a blowout move.
To be fair, when I play earnings, I play really cheap contracts, and I also don't care if it goes to 0. That's just how I play earnings.
Yeah, but this is a small account. We can't do that.
No, I agree. I agree. That's why I'm not pushing for the cheaper ones. So
the ask is at 163 now, so they drop down. I want to see this 5-minute candle pull back through the EMA at least. That should give us a couple of bucks cheaper. But honestly, with this range, 157, 163, we might be splitting hairs. A few pennies might not really matter. It's instant. I know, like Anthony was saying, waiting until Wednesday could be a good idea, but they voted on the trade, and I want to, for full posterity's sake, showing that we're not full of shit, I want to take the trade while we're still live. So I'm going to give this 5-minute candle just a minute. They could pull back all the way down to 66.97 and not really lose this rebound. Looking at it the same way I look at my SPY scalping, that's like a light support. Light support. Right now, there's one at 6747, was right below us anyway. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Joe, but if you look at our account value, that's a little too expensive for us to do on an earnings play. He said the 70s for January 16 would be safer. I agree with you entirely. They're just too expensive for this account. And look how wide the bid-ask spreads are, farther dated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not tightening spreads up for us on the 170. Or sorry, on the 70. What is BMY, Jeff? Do you want to pull up BMY, just see what's going on there? I'm going to try to get us filled on our NKE play. I'll let you guys know what strike and expiration we nab once I get in. I just want to see what this chart does over the next few minutes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that bid side volume today. 10.5, 99% at the bid. Let's take a look. 143, 144. Yeah, that is way close to the bid side on that.
Sorry to cut you out, Tucker. I had to get Jay-Z's face back on.
That's okay, bro. That's okay.
It's half
I
head.
don't know how I feel about well, if what are you implying, Jeff, on that? Are you short or long on it? Because this looks like
That seems bid side to me.
Yeah, it looks like a sold to open to me. So I don't know. I wouldn't gamble on the long side on this one yet because it's 1.44 million on the bid side. Obviously, only that trader would know what they were doing. But as of an educated guess, purpose-wise, for me, I would probably just stay far away from calls right now. I'm probably regret saying that, but it's okay because I have to be convinced 100% that I want to get that trade before I play a trade. And like I said, it is okay to sit on the sidelines.
Absolutely.
I do that a lot. Gotta enjoy life. Can't just be always here, you know? Any fills yet? No?
Nope.
Damn, they really don't want to give you that fill, huh?
Yeah, I'm also looking at further dated contracts while you're going over that stuff up there to see if anything has a tighter bid-ask spread for us, but they're pretty choppy here a little bit.
Yeah.
NKE is back testing like I wanted it to. Let's see if it back tests some cheapies.
Chip. Did I close it? I did close it. Let me go back to that. I want to have Snowlexes on open. There we go. Microsoft puts, J&J puts, CMSCA. That's up 3% today. Let's see if my custom alerts have hit anything today. Nope, quite quiet today on the custom alerts too. Which is a good thing sometimes. When your custom alerts are quiet, that means at least they pick up. It's not just noise coming in, you know, for the most part. So I like that. What is SPY doing?
You want to pop over to the Nike overview again? Let's see if we got any other contracts flowing in for more Confluent. 675's bid side. That could be a positional closure, though. Look at the open interest, the volume there.
92. When did these come in? Low and slow.
NKE did reject up there, and they're pulling back. If they get to 66.96, that'll give me a good market order position. But again, it's you know,
splitting hairs.
Might be splitting hairs a little bit.
Yeah.
But with IV, it's not crazy at the 26 expiration. I do like what Anthony or Joe said. I can't remember who it was. I'd have to go check the chat again. But they mentioned 116 is a safer expiration, but the 70s are just a little for me.
Yeah, that was Joe.
Joe was the one that
that
said
The
a-
that.
72 fives aren't awful
What
for the
are they
16th.
cost-wise?
172 bid, 178 ask. So we could
Yeah, I
probably
feel like-
mid-fill on those.
Yeah, I
But with
would
that price
say-
factor, I would only be getting 1 this time, not 2.
What was it? You said 172 a contract?
172 bid, 178 ask. So I would be trying to probably fish for a 174, 175 fill. The
Yeah,
last
I
set of
would-
fills that came in on it were at the ask, however.
I would try for that, to be honest. Gives a little bit more time, I guess, too, and less crazy, to be honest.
It's down, see if I can get. The bid ask just widened a bit as NKE has dipped a little. Let's see. And we're in. I got basically at bid there. 172. All right, folks, you heard the ding. Now you see the position. Here we are. NKE 72 fives for January 16th. Y'all voted, we bought it, and we're going to hold this for a minimum of a day, but honestly, we might see this one through earnings. I think that's a good idea on this one. Which means if I take SPY scalps for the rest of this week, I'll be tweeting them out and letting you know, because I, like last time, want to give us some wiggle room in case earnings absolutely nuke this position. $172 on a small account is a pretty high percentage for a single contract. So just know, from the education side, this is not a smart play.
No, it's
From the entertainment, we want you guys to have fun with us. This is a fun play. So we're gonna see this one through, Jay-Z. I'm pinning it now. I'm saying it. There's gonna be a clip of it. We're staying in this position through Nike earnings.
Look at this shell position just popped open.
Shell, SHEL.
Yeah, 71p, 1226, 131,000 in preems, ascending fill, 13 starting here. I guess close to the ass for sure. 144, 190,000. I'll keep my eyes on this. Not the biggest fan of the spread that was
Shell.
there.
Is that like actual shell, like oil?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Extreme Dream says Wall Street bet style. I'm not gonna go that far, bro.
Yeah, it is that shell.
It's pretty close though.
is that shell.
pretty close though.
FedEx. Joe named Joe says FedEx.
Oh, Brad just DM'd me. This is
Yeah, he
cool.
did me
Actually,
too,
let's take a
yeah.
look at this. For those who don't know, Unusual Whales is a Polymarket partner. On my screen here now, you can see how folks are angling this on Polymarket. It looks like they are heavily hypothesizing Nike to beat quarterly earnings. Now, mind you, an earnings beat isn't indicative of an upside movement. Look what happened to Oracle the other day.
Yeah.
Oracle beat top and bottom. They beat earnings per share. They beat on revenue. And they ate a bag of dicks straight into Satan's sex parlor. Like, right down. What's Oracle trading at now? Did it even bounce yet?
Rick is having a...
Yeah, Oracle is devastating right now. Oh my.
Dude, remember that
Dude,
Oracle
those
put-
puts would have
Yeah,
been
dude,
amazing.
Told
Put
you.
it on the screen, bro. There
I
you go.
told you.
We let the show pick, bro. But I'm not
No.
running that poll for Nike. We're holding Nike through earnings. But this is what happened to Oracle after they beat earnings. I just want to point that out. Winning on earnings is not indicative of upside movement ever. It should be, but it's not. Guidance plays a very big role. That's why whenever something happens, Jay-Z likes to say to wait until the next day. I take a book from Dan's page, which is wait for the call. Wait for earnings call. Wait for the CEO to talk about shit. Wait for them to tell you what they're working on, what they're looking at. Regardless of their earnings, regardless of revenue, what they say matters more to investors. And in this case, Oracle beat top and bottom and headed
Dan's the GOAT.
straight down. So, nonetheless, Polymarket's betting at an 89% chance of Nike to beat earnings. So, hey, if these guys are smarter than us, which is honestly pretty likely, maybe we're on the right side of things with this earnings play.
I will say they did. They have been pretty good with their predictions. Besides, I think Avgo was the one that they didn't predict properly. I think that was one of them that didn't predict properly. I can't remember which one it was. But nothing's 100%, right? If you're getting more than 60% accuracy, that's what you kind of want. Also with earnings plays, never count. I say never to count your horses until you have exit liquidity. Like you can be significantly up on any play, but the next morning at 9:29 before market opens, they can take all that away from you.
Yeah,
And
if
it's
you ain't got
happened to
no
me.
buyers, you're going nowhere.
No, I've had that happen. I think I was talking to Swips from he's in our Unusual Whales chat as well. We had, I think it was some expert or something like that we had both together, and we couldn't, like, some of us couldn't some of the contracts couldn't be exited before, and it was just so hard. Even the stock was up like 12%, and we were all it was in the money, and we still couldn't get out, being up 300% because there was no exit liquidity. So,
And that's the danger of market orders too.
yeah.
Unless you're like instantly taking profit and getting the hell out real fast, market orders, unless you're scalping something like SPY where the bid ask is almost always right up next to each other because there's so much liquidity, market orders are dangerous. That's why you saw me kind of fishing for a cheaper entry there. I don't want a market order because in the split second between what I'm looking at and when I click it, somebody could bait a massive, ridiculous market order, and I would fill at that, and it would be the only possible buy to have. I don't tend to risk that very much. But if there's nothing super new, I might get out of here and take some more meds because I feel like absolute hell. And during that vote, you guys will love this. I know Jay-Z will, because I've been harping on this level for the last 2 weeks. Look where SPY rejected while we were doing the vote, and we missed the most perfect put entry. Look at this.
Oh, boy.
Right off of my 683.06. If you were here earlier in the morning, that's the last time I missed a put, was that same damn level. But the price action today, they might even give me a long entry before end of the day. So if I take a scalp on this, I'll tweet about it. I know, dude. I took longs last week too. It was crazy. I know. I'm becoming more patriotic as we speak.
Also, Brad, shout out to Brad for sending that poly market to us. Appreciate you, brother. That was great information to send over.
All right, folks.
I think,
I'm dying over here. Oh, I accidentally shut Tucker's face off. Let's put Tucker's face back. There he is. Oh, we caught him surprised. Caught him with his mouth open and everything. What were you doing, bro?
Yeah,
what's going on over there?
I was gawking at how amazing you guys were. Oh.
Is it the scruffiness?
it's the pale color but flush cheeks and sweat that I think he's harping on.
You can't really tell that you're sick, to be honest.
I'm dying,
you hear the
dude.
sniffling a little bit, but you look fine.
Did I pit out? I did. I pit right through my shirt. I keep going from like sweating bullets to freezing my ass off, so I'm just nipping out a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, guys, I think we're gonna get the hell out of here. This was a good show. You got to see us lose finally. I think the last few scalps I took on air were winners, and so you guys got to see me take a loss there. But it is what it is. We're up nice. We're technically up 97.5% on the account, down from about 110%, but that's okay. Nothing is straight up. Not a thing. You're going to take losses, and that's okay. We stick to our rules, and then we get out. We'll be back here again Wednesday morning, right at market open. Same place, same time. We'll be reviewing the trades we took today. Hopefully, Nike won't be zeroed out before then, because I want to hold this one through earnings, see it through to the end. Also, if you're not familiar with our trading calendar on the website, let me go there. It keeps track of all of the like market holidays, half days, etc. Let me pull this bad boy up for y'all. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to put all of our scheduled shows, and Snorlax UW, if you're familiar with the Go to Flow himself, we'll be doing weekly webinars as well, going over the site, going over use cases for the site, taking questions and explaining concepts. All of those are going to be here on usualwhales.com/trading-calendar. Let me drop that to our boy.
I already did.
All right, never mind. He's on it. What a G! Baby!
Look at that.
I'm going to put all of our scheduled shows on here. Every Monday and Wednesday show, earnings shows, everything is going to be on here. So make sure you're tuned in to the trading calendar on unusualwhales.com so you don't miss these shows. Because as you know, Twitter doesn't really let you backlog shit very well. It's really hard to see where it is, and you don't even see that we're streaming until we're live. This is going to serve that purpose. I think I might try to see if the team can make a way to set up an alert system for this. So when we go live or we have a scheduled thing, you can set up a custom notification just like with your flow alerts and stuff. That would be cool. We'll see if we can get that going. But I have a lot of fun shit planned for the new year. So guys, if you have any ideas that you think would be fun for the show, comment on these posts. Tag me at NicholasFNS. Tag Jurassic and Tucker at Jurassic Zombie with a 0, not an O, and at Tucker Hazel with the double L. Let us know what you want to see.
Call me Double L. What up?
If you want something fun as shit to do that we haven't thought of that we're not doing yet, tell me. We'll figure some stuff out. We're not as what's the word I want? Mature as Snorlax. Yeah. So his streams will be much more educational, and honestly, in my opinion, his streams are just better outright. But we'll be over here doing fun DGen shit as well. So if you have ideas for fun shit to do, guys, comment. Just drop comments down there. Let us know what you want to see, man. Within UW Discord, is there a section just for this show? No, but we're gonna have something eventually. Don't worry. We got a lot of stuff planned for the new year. Like Tucker said at the top, we're beta running this shit. We're trying to dish out what is asked for. So if you have something you don't have that you want, tell us. We'll figure something out. See if we can find a happy medium. But on that note, folks, we're going to get the hell out of here. We will see you Wednesday morning with this new Nike position that hopefully won't die on us. Take care, everybody. Thanks for kicking it with us today.
Peace out.